All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for showing up this morning to officially welcome back Kelly Krauskopf as President of Basketball Business Operations for the...
What if the WNBA's biggest news weren't Caitlin Clark's record-breaking debut and her $1 million sponsorship? The deals or the sold-out venues? What if there's a seismic power play going on, simmering beneath the surface? In the darkest corners of basketball, it could create a dynasty in front of us. The murmurs have now erupted into a thundering clamor, having begun as faint echoes and forums. That could utterly turn the league upside down. Sources deep within the Indiana Fever organization are hinting at something truly extraordinary. It's such a daring move that it feels like a script for a Hollywood film. According to reports, a renowned WNBA champion and confirmed star in her prime has given her own team an ultimatum. She wants to leave and has a specific destination in mind. This is no longer just a baseless rumor in her mind. You are the president of the Fever in a stunning display of guile. Without specifying her name, communication appears to have just confirmed everything, and the consequences are being discussed. The story revolves around a single name that has the potential to drastically alter the professional basketball landscape. While casual fans may not immediately notice this, every general manager in the WNBA is aware of it and is concerned about it. Azurá Stevens. The early discussion was easily dismissed as fan-generated science fiction. After that, though, things started to change. Respectable beat writers and basketball specialists started picking up the trail, obtaining information from sources, and confirming the rumors with cryptic posts. The narrative formed with astonishing speed. Stevens, a strong 6'6" forward for the Los Angeles Sparks, reportedly hit her breaking point. But rather than simply being irritated with a team that was rebuilding, this was about a determined, ruthless goal. According to the rumor that is rapidly gaining unstoppable momentum, she made her intentions very apparent to the Sparks front office. Instead of being a request, this was a demand. She wanted to come to us, and she especially wanted to arrive in Indiana so that we could form an alliance. Caitlin Clark is the new monarch of the basketball world. Such a move is a real black swan incident in sports. Established players often don't force their way onto a rookie-led team, especially not one that has languished at the bottom of the standings for years. But this situation is unique in every aspect, suggesting a significant change in how elite athletes view potential, power, and legacy in the modern WNBA. As you can see, this desire is more than just a straightforward trade request. The old rules are no longer in force. It's a power play that shows a strong desire to win and might spark the league's competitive spirit. Balance, creating an instant superpower for which no one, not even the reigning champions, would be prepared. But that was just the start. You must first understand Azurá Stevens as a weapon in order to completely realize the tremendous implications of this demand. You have to recognize that Azurá Stevens is more than just a talented athlete in order to completely understand the gravity of this potential move. She is the lost infinity stone. She is the perfect piece to complete in every way for the championship gauntlet of the Fever. Indiana had no idea it was taking on a championship puzzle so quickly. She is a living example of how the modern basketball big has changed, standing at a strong 6 feet 6 inches. Involved, she possesses a rare blend of size, speed, and skill that keeps opposing coaches awake at night. She's not like other back-to-the-basket centers. Stevens is a unicorn, a guy who can lead the pace, control the paint on defense, and grab rebounds. Break or, even more terrifyingly, spot up at the three-point line and drain a shot with the confidence of a great shooting guard. Because of her skill set, she is the greatest strategic weapon in the pace and space game of today. Furthermore, Stevens is a seasoned champion who has already reached the top and is not a youthful player with generations of success. She received a championship ring for her significant contribution to the 2021 Chicago Sky, a team that surmounted all challenges to win the title. She understands the expectations, sacrifices, and unwritten rules of a championship locker room. Her seasoned presence and tried-and-true elegance are much needed by the incredibly young and gifted Fever roster. Give yourself permission to explore what happens when you successfully navigate the dangerous waters of a complete WNBA season and postseason run. She is a tactical nightmare. Imagine Caitlin Clark, with her uncanny court vision and limitless range, playing a pick-and-pop game with Azurá at the top of the key. Stevens. It is a fatal mistake if the defense sends a second defender. She easily passes to Stevens, who was wide open and made over 36% of his three-pointers at Clark. Last season, she was a deadly figure for a player of her size. Clark can exploit this huge lane with her excellent drives to the basket if the defense respects Stevens' shooting. The current Rookie of the Year, meanwhile, Aaliyah Boston is ready to punish any defender who dares to leave her for help because of her dominant position in the low post. It's a strategic checkmate before the game even begins. Stevens is the most effective defensive catalyst, the key that enables Boston and Clark to realize their greatest potential. In an instant, her presence on the ground would create a three-headed monster, a juggernaut with no clear weakness that the league's defensive schemes could conceivably contain. She has more than just improved her skill set. It has the ability to alter the franchise multiplier. But the real goal of this bold demand goes beyond just promoting unity on the court. Making direct use of the most powerful cultural and economic event in modern sports history. This alleged trade demand involves more than just offensive settings and defensive rotations. Making money off of women's basketball's single greatest spike in popularity is a smart and strategic business decision. Caitlin Clark's impact. This is not a made-up media narrative. Franchises, occupations, and the financial future of everyone in its path are all being altered by this real, measurable economic storm. Executives, agents, and players in the league have all been suspended. Unbelievably, secondary markets reach Super Bowl levels, and every arena Caitlin Clark visits becomes the most sought-after ticket in the region. Every home game of the season is sold out. To accommodate the unprecedented demand, away games are being moved to larger NBA arenas. Television ratings are not only breaking old records, but they are also smashing them and bringing the WNBA to millions of new, loyal fans. Being surrounded with Caitlin Clark means being the center of attention in the sports world. It means making weekly appearances on national television, having every highlight replayed globally, and taking center stage on sports networks. For an athlete like Azurá Stevens, this leads to visibility at a level that was previously unachievable. It also suggests more prospects for a wider social media following, national endorsement opportunities, and brand knowledge that extends far beyond the devoted WNBA fans. Stevens is a shrewd and astute professional who understands the fleeting nature of an athletic career and the extremely limited window of opportunity to maximize profits and leave a lasting legacy. Playing in a big market like Los Angeles is great, but in a city full of elite athletes, the sparks are completely obscured and in the midst of a deep rebuilding period. But playing with Caitlin Clark puts you on stage and in the spotlight. Every incredible pass she makes that lands in your basket goes viral. You are now more than just an excellent player. You wind up participating in the most fascinating athletic program. This need is a clear sign that elite athletes are now weighing platform and exposure equally with titles when making career decisions. For one lady, Caitlin Clark is a stimulus package rather than merely a teammate. There is a kingmaker who can propel her allies to previously unheard-of levels of fame and prosperity. To ensure this, Azurá Stevens is carrying out a well-thought-out power move. She occupies a throne in the new royal court. The most startling development in the entire scenario is that the front crew of the Indiana Fever appears to be publicly encouraging these similar rumors. In the realm of professional sports, trade rumors are frequent, yet team administration usually says nothing. However, Dr. Allison Barber, president of the Indiana Fever, has been a master of covert communication in her recent media appearances, successfully confirming the team's objectives without ever revealing the target in a whisper. Barber, a rookie, has skillfully avoided specifics while painting a vivid picture of the exact player she is targeting when reporters ask the team about how it intends to grow around their generation. She has often stressed how crucial it is to surround her young core of Clark and Boston with seasoned leadership and, above all, championship heritage. One real-life example of that specific profile is Azurá Stevens, a vital member of a winning team. But the coded language didn't stop there. Farber has also discussed in great detail the strategic need to improve floor spacing and frontcourt versatility to complement Ollie and Boston's dominant presence inside and to give Caitlin Clark more room. A proven and dependable threat from the three-point line is a 6 feet 6 inches forward, who is the exact academic description of a diversified floor spacing. Lodge.